Hello, hi, welcome back to Success Automation. In today's topic, today's session, I am going to talk about the post method with the validation of data. How to use the post method when you hit the post method, whatever it returns, how to validate that data. So I'll just go to the Eclipse. So when you go to the Eclipse, I created the RestAssured framework Maven project with a RestAssured JUnit as a name. If you go to the Maven dependencies, this is very important. You should know which dependency you are using. If you see here, I'm using the JUnit 4.1 4.13 version and RestAssured 5.5. The other dependencies are there. It is not very important. So whenever you create a code, you should check the dependencies also, because if you use a 4.0 version of a JUnit, there will be different annotation. See, if you see here, I'm just showing you the JUnit 4 annotation before, after, before class, after class, and test. If you see the JUnit 5 version, before each, after each, before all, after all. So they have changed some annotation. So you have to be careful with which version of dependency you are using. Now I'll go to the code. I already written the code. I'll just show the post method. So here in the post method, what I have done, I have created one class. Okay. After that, I'm just forming one request body, because whenever you whenever you create a post method, whenever you want to hit the service with a post method, the post method requires the body. So you can hard code here, you can put in the codes. Otherwise you can create one string here, and that variable whatever you create, you can give it here. So here what I have done, I use the before annotation JUnit annotation. Under that, I created an object base URI and some URL, the base URL. After that, so this before annotation will execute before every test. So if you see that, what is the intention of this before, if you see the before at the right before, so if you see here, the method annotation before execute before test case 1 begin. So before the test case begin, the before will execute. So that is the intention of this annotation. So whenever you want to hit the service, whenever you want to hit any URL, you should first should have the base URL that I have put inside this setup method. You can give any name here, setup or anything. For example, um, um, you can give just anything, base URL, any name you can give. The annotation is important. This before is annotation is important. So this before will execute before this test is start. So after that, I created one method post request. This also you can give any name. Okay. After that, what I have done, I have created a response object. So I am using a PDD format of RestAssured. So given and header, this is the content type. The content type is whenever you hit the service, the data will get in a JSON format. Application slash JSON means you have to send the data in a JSON format, and the data also will get in a JSON format. That is the meaning of that. And this is just and annotation. And body in the post method, always you should remember, you should give the, you need to pass the body, you need to send the data, because post service will add the new record. So whenever you want to add the new record, you should have the record of data. After that, I have just used post here. This is the endpoint, this is the base URL, and this is the endpoint. After that, then an extract and response. So when you run this service, I'll just comment this one. I think logs I need to give response. Okay, you need to use the logs. There is a method called logs, so I'll tell you later. But so it hit the proper, it hit to the service. Now when you hit this service, if you get the status code as a 200 series, then you are hitting to the proper service. That is what the 200 code series means. And I'm checking once the response, this response set, when you see the response status code, what is the status code is returning, that I'm printing here. Here I'm doing the assertion. This is the JUnit class assert, and assert equals. So when this the status code return the data, that data and this data I'm matching, and I'm doing the assertion. So whenever you hit the service, you will get the foo bar 101 data as a title, body, and user ID and ID. So that is what all those things I'm validating here. So I'll just run this code and you can observe this thing. If you see here, we got the 200. This 200 I given the SOP here, system.out.println. So I put something, actual status code dot. When I run this, so I'm getting the status code. So now whatever the response we are getting, in that response we have FOO, BAR 1 and 101. So we want to check whether it is returning the data or not. How to do? Just a minute. I have an example. There is a logs. I'll go to Google. I have created one. Yeah, here, yes. Log dot body. Where is it? Post method here. So here, after then, So you remove this extract and response and instead why it is giving error here. Log dot body. Why it is giving error here. Yeah, validate response. So when you give this, we want to check what the data it is returning. Just right click and run this. Yeah, if you see here, this is the response we are getting. See here, we got the title as a foo and body as a bar and user ID as a 1 and ID ID as a 1. So this is what it is returning. So now what we need to do, we need to create one response object. Response object I'll create. I'll create the response object. We can use directly. Yes, response is already there. You can use a response here. Otherwise, I can do one thing. So I can use, I'll keep it like this separately. I'll keep it just separately like this. And I'll try to show the actual code. So to demonstrate what is the data we are getting, I use this one, this validation, validate response class. So we saw that what we are getting data. So this data I'm validating, I'm doing the validation. So first data I'm checking the status code. With the status code I'm getting 200 another that we are getting, we are validating here. And the second thing is title. In this JSON there is a title For that title, what is the data? FO. So I just put the here FO. Whenever we get the get string, this get string will return the foo, and we are matching this FOO and this. Like this bar, we are putting the bar as a expected, and actual we are getting from the body. Body has a bar, and actual we are getting from user ID. When you hit the service, what we are getting? 1. So that I put here 1. So both it will match it, and it will it will do the assertion. So like this you need to do the assertion. If you want to print what these values are returning, you can do like this as well. Get title, title. I'm just trying to print what is the title we are getting, so that you can get an idea. See, you got the title as FO. Like this you can print all the values. So by using the hit post service, you have to form the body here. I just put the title as foo, body as bar, and user ID as 1. This is your post request body. This string I am putting here. Every post service should have the body 90%. Few services does not require body, but 99% post services should. We need to send the body. So like this you can hit the service, post service, and get the data, and you can do the validation like this. This is all about today's video. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.